his 60s, he still remembers the journey he made 27 years ago as a highlight of his life. From Beijing to Hong Kong, 3,000 kilometers, 19,400 photos, 11 flat tires, and 1 hospital stay. An epic experience that completely changed his view of China.
In 1994, that I wanted to tell the story of crossing China was because I was living in Tokyo and then Hong Kong. It was clear to me that so many Westerners they didn't understand the transformation, how China was starting to grow and open up. It was a very exciting time. So I wanted to be able to show this.
Today, Peter is looking forward to seeing the changes China has been through. In 2021, a year of special significance, he is setting out to repeat his journey.
Well, I have just resigned from the job I've worked at for 8 years. And I've anticipated this for a long time, but now I've really I've sort of cut the ropes loose on the boat, or have just leapt off the cliff. That feels what it would, maybe ridden a bicycle off a cliff. But I'm in it now. I am in it now. So bring it on, China.
Take a deep breath. There you go.
So, my lungs are younger than me.
Yep, you're in excellent shape. That's pretty much what this is telling.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah.
This is Belly of the Dragon stuff. Wow, just all these, I think these are articles and maps. There's lots of dictionaries. 28, it says the place where we're. Here's an artist we met. In 1994, I rode a bicycle across China, and I met all these warm, wonderful people who invited us into their homes to a wedding, even to a funeral. Well, a lot has changed in 24 years in China. Me too. And I want to go find how have my old friends, how have their lives changed? And these children, how have they grown up? Well, now I want to go see.
The trip back to Beijing has been more difficult than Peter could have imagined. He has had to relearn Mandarin, prepare certificates, and research a thorough riding plan. But when the world was hit with a massive pandemic, his planning and training came to a halt. It has taken him 10 nucleic acid tests, 6 visa applications, and 2 periods of quarantine to finally get back to Beijing.
$6点。
哦，你知道的哦。
我明白，对，所以我有点怕。
没事，不怕。
不怕，没问题。Okay, it's burpee time. 还有的。
Morning. 你看这只手吧。
看一下。
其实就是从居4到五台山这一段。
Maybe time for a haircut. 好上。啊，谢谢。One. OK.
这给你一个。
11、9。开果。还有，
It's morning at the Ming Tombs. Our first practice day, and everything's falling apart.
In 1994, I was able to find Chinese maps, road maps, and also old aviation maps for flying, because it was the roads were very difficult. I didn't quite know where I was going, and I wanted to take time to enjoy and to talk with people and to take photos. Lots of photos. Coming back to China for me was mostly like kind of opening an old box of memories, of experiences, of photographs. So we lived in Beijing Film Academy for 6 months. When I was there, there were 4 buildings, and 2 big buildings were under construction. Building I moved into then it was the International Studies building, so there were only some Korean students and me. Now there are, I believe, 28 buildings.
Hi, Peter. Nice to see you again.
你好，你好，你好。
你好. How are you? Well, you take a look.
Yeah, it's a little different.
Yeah, quite different.
Yeah. Li Beibei, he is the director of admission. So he showed me around the facilities, the international dorm.
To check the students, the classroom situation.
It's completely different. It's completely different. I remember living on the 4th floor in the end, and the classrooms. 6 months here.
Yeah.
Many of our classes were just here.
Yeah.
空调。我还没有空调。Student living conditions at that time for the kids going to school were, I mean, it felt a little bit like different worlds. So 2 beds.
Yeah.
Closet. It is bigger, but the light and the view to the west, beautiful.
And now it's for the exhibitions for the graduates of the photography school. Okay, that's our museum of BFA.
I'm happy to see the growth in the arts in China. I think it's an important medium and way for people to express themselves.
哦，这是多少钱
78，
？78不太贵，可以吗？
可以，很好，
帅吗？
帅。
可以吗？请给我这个豆腐，还有鸡蛋。谢谢。I mean, a lot of that feeling of being back there is, man, what an adventure. What an incredible thing did I do in 1994. It made me feel more satisfied with my journey from 1994. I'm just lucky to have been able to come and do that. 这个是我的正式这个发音不太这个发音差不多。Well, I was there mostly to study Chinese. Literally, it was an individual study because I had, a particular purpose and a particular time frame and a particular budget, and they were kind enough to basically sort of tutor my way through the 6 months of being there. We sat in for part of a class and just to see a student from Botswana studying animation and a young guy from Tajikistan who wanted to study cinematography. So they were learning their Chinese to actually do their cinematographic studies. And their Chinese was really quite good. And so it made me a little sad that my Chinese skills have diminished, and also my capacity to learn Chinese.
As an aging man in his 60s, learning Chinese again after 27 years is not an easy task for Peter. A new friend is giving him lots of interesting advice. In return, Peter has agreed to make an appearance in his vlog.
Let me very directly ask you a question.
Okay.
We are just doing a video on how to learn Chinese.
Oh, no.
And I would very much
Nowadays, making and watching short videos is very popular among young people. It has become a trend.
朋友们，真的是我。
通过短视频，我觉得就是了解一个思维方式，了解一个国家，我觉得是一个更自然的一个方式。点菜啊，什么跟朋友聊天的这种中文，那这个我觉得还比较简单，但是好像。
Wow. I love it. Leo is a very animated, very strong character. I think I had a little language envy.
If you had a chance to come by my home, I could show you some pictures that I took in '84.
Okay.
Come in.
Oh, how beautiful.
Yeah, it's a nice place.
Yeah.
Well, as you will see, we hang all kinds of small art pieces up. This is a series that we've been doing like for 2 years already.
Really?
And it's called Facing China. Peter, I have thought about something that might be very useful on your road.
Okay.
真的不骗你. I'm not lying.
便宜不便宜?便宜.
Don't say 便宜.
Yeah,
便宜 means cheap.
Cheap, yeah.
Cheap. Cheap is a different thing. 便宜.
便宜.
And
But I know I'm going to end up saying 真的便宜.
yeah, and then they will be
Really
completely
really
puzzled.
confused.
真的不便宜.
不便宜.
Then there's another thing. Before you take off, it's very important that you do your PCR test. Of course, in China they have apps for
Of course.
everything.
Yeah.
And you just go here, and you see. Then you can choose your location, and you can directly pay for the thing.
With Union Pay, good.
With Union Pay, and then it's done. So it's a very easy process.
That's the Xigua videos that they make are, they're a hoot. I mean, they're very, very entertaining, and they're very enthusiastic about the same mission of trying to communicate the faces of China. Yeah, so it was great. It was like instant friends, right? Crazy expats who have lived overseas and, you know, see the world in different ways, and is always gratifying.
Was that the same idea back in 94?
Same idea. I'm following the same plan as 1994 to basically go through the center, the duzi, the belly of China. Beijing, the first place, so Peking Man, and out to Shidu, and then to Wu Taishan. Every day will be a new experience, and probably a new plan.
It was really great having met with Peter today in person. He's a very interesting guy, and he has lots of enthusiasm about his tour. And I think like revisiting his tour from Beijing to Shanghai after 27 years, that's a real big challenge.
If you want to pedal across China, then of course the first thing you need is a bicycle.
In 1988 and 94, everyone had a bicycle. People would sit 2 and 3 people on those big bicycles, right? Someone would sit, usually the girl would sit on the back, right? And maybe the haizi would be on the handlebars, or they have a little seat, right? So it's like the family car. It's a big feigepai pie, right? With the big steel brakes and the fat seat with the springs and the big bell, gring, right? Gring. This is a very strong memory and image for me. Ooh-wee.
Relax a little.
Oh, man. Oh, 我是美国人. Yeah, that's a beauty. Bicycling has become more and more popular. So the bicycle culture around Beijing has just been growing and growing and growing. Hi, I'm looking for kind of an all-road bicycle. I mean, you see some people just on amazing bicycles, beautiful bicycles.
From here.
Okay.
Yes.
It's so cool.
What's the edge? Yeah, it's 52.
This is 11. Oh, yeah, for off-road. 5. China used to make more bicycles in 1 year than were made in the rest of the world. Feigepai, Forever. Flying Pigeon Bicycle Company is one of my sponsors. So they made a custom purple mountain bike for riding across the country. So I remember coming to Beijing. We would bicycle on the Third Ring Road because the Third Ring Road wasn't finished, right? So it was a construction site. Well, of course, now the Third Ring Road is just, it's a big traffic jam.
It's Peter's last day in Beijing. To maintain his physical fitness, he decides to have a last training session at the Great Wall at Huanghuacheng.
In Beijing, there's a very strong culture of bicycling, of road bicycling. Now there are real communities of people that bicycle, are very, very serious bicyclists. But we see more and more older people around the world wanting to stay healthy and stay active, and bicycling is a great way to do that.
Oh, I like this place.
One of the reasons that I am doing this is to show that people my age can do this kind of very vigorous bicycling and exercise, and to be outdoors and adventure. Because the first memory I have of Beijing is bicycles, bike lanes, especially riding at night, slow, quiet. It's like a ballet. Just always stayed with me as something marvelous, kind of a magic, kind of a dream. I am comfortable traveling an uncomfortable path, an unusual trail. This is more interesting to me, more exciting, I can learn more if I am on a new path, a different path.
Tomorrow, Peter will once again set forth to cycle alone across China. Like all great trips, it will not only be a journey through space, but also a psychological journey, a spiritual journey, an odyssey.
The dragon, long, twisting, fire-breathing. It's also the symbol of Imperial China. I'm Peter Crosby. I'm here in the Forbidden City, China's palace for its emperors, in Beijing. Well, here I am, again, 27 years later, in front of the beautiful Dragon Wall in the Forbidden City, and I'm so excited because now I'm going to ride again across China, ride a bicycle from Beijing all the way to Shanghai, to Hong Kong, and I'm looking for the changes from 1994 when I did it the first time, but also the similarities. What's the same? My experience of China is so many warm people, generous people, people who are welcoming. So I hope I get to see a lot of that too, but I'm off to take photos and experience China again and share it with the world. So come along.